Hi. Long time no see. For anyone new to my channel, my name's Trang. I'm 22 years old and I'm a UC Berkeley alum. I've been wanting to do a video like this for a really long time, and it's my top 10 regrets / lessons of college. Yeah, I did 4 years of college and I came out of it liking some of the things I did and not liking some of the things I did. So here's my wisdom as an alum. You can take it how it is. Also, a quick disclaimer, I am a yapper. I would consider myself a D1 yapper. I'm pretty good at it, but there comes a point where I'm like almost too good at it, and I don't really know when to shut up. I think you can kind of tell by like some of my other videos, they're just really long because I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But I'm just gonna apologize in advance for all of the filler. I can't turn it off. I tried, it doesn't work. So number one is not doing more creative orgs or not joining a club that had nothing to do with my academics and nothing to do with my professional goals and was purely just because I liked it. I really think that if you have some type of hobby, even if that's not like a creative thing, if it's like a sport, a game that you like, just something that you like that has nothing to do with what you're gonna do in the future, you should join it. College is a great time to pursue a hobby like that because post-grad it's really hard to find an opportunity or like reasoning to go and spend time and effort into this thing that isn't really resulting in anything. It's a great opportunity to work with people your age who also don't really know what they're doing, who also like the same thing that you're doing. And then it's also kind of a casual way to gain experience in whatever you like. I really wish I hadn't dropped out of those two clubs. I think I would have gained a lot of experience in both film and magazine work. Another thing that I do want to admit is I think I dropped out of both because I thought I wasn't good enough. Don't do that. No one's gonna be good at something right away. I mean, some people are, but not a lot of people. If you're not good at it right away, but you like it, just keep doing it. And then you're gonna get good at some point. And then post-grad, if you want to do that hobby again, you kind of have this foundation from college. Number two, and this is kind of a hot take, but it's kind of bouncing off of number one. If you like something and it's not going to interfere with your main major, you should double major in it. One of my regrets is not double majoring in film. I do want to admit it might be easier for me now to say, oh, I should have done it, because who knows if I could have. But I ended up taking a film class each semester of my senior year because I finished all of my pre-med recs and I loved it. And honestly, it helped me concentrate more on my other classes because it felt like a break, but it was a break that was also academic, so I didn't feel guilty about taking this break. If you like something enough where you think you could study it, double major in it, as long as it's not really causing issues for you. And then of course, if you're like me and it's either too late or you think the course load might be too much to balance two majors, just take a few classes in whatever you like. Yeah, post-grad, I really realized how valuable college is. I don't think you really notice how valuable anything is until you don't have it anymore. It's okay if it's useless. You like to learn about it, so learn about it. I think it's better to try, and then if it doesn't work out, it didn't work out, than always having to wonder what would have happened if I did it. All right, number three. Oh, this is a huge regret. I wish I started lifting earlier. Listen to me, okay? If you're in college right now and you have access to a free gym, go and lift, or just go. Gyms are expensive. Once you're paying for something, it's just less gratifying to go, right? It's like, oh my God, like I'm paying to be here. On top of that, I'm in physical pain. But in college, one, it's free. Two, it's all young people your age. Like, I hate to say it, but going to the gym and seeing like my gym crush, girl, rep after rep after rep. You know what? Let me do another one. Like, you get a lot of motivation from going to the gym in college. Another thing about going to your college gym is it's actually a really good social spot. I ran into a lot of people that I normally didn't see, and then I actually ended up making plans with people because we saw each other at the gym. So it'd be like, I'd run into someone, I'd be like, oh my God, hey, like what's up? Blah, 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 we're talking. Oh my God, I'm going out tonight. Oh, you are? You should come with us. Oh my God, no way. Okay, I'll text you. Just go. I really think you should go. Oh, I've said this so many times in other videos, but I've seen more difference in my body lifting in 6 months than doing cardio for literally my entire life. Number four, doing too much of the green. Yeah, I did a little too much of that. Oh, okay. I do want to say college, in my opinion, I think college is the time to do dumb things. Once you're post-grad, like you're a full-ass grown-ass adult and you're doing dumb things, it's like, girl, get it together. But when you're in college, like you have that college blanket, like, oh, I'm a college student. Yeah, I'm doing this and this and this and this. I think that's fine, but I do regret not having some type of boundary for myself or some type of limit. I kind of went crazy with it. I didn't really go to class as much, really didn't have motivation to like work out. I was eating a ton, and then I felt like shit all the time, and I was like, why do I feel like shit all the time? Girl, it's because you're like never sober, but whatever. 2, it affects you socially. At least for me it did. 1, it gave me like really bad anxiety, so I just never wanted to be around anyone. And then on top of that, I was just lazy. Like I didn't want to talk to people. I just wanted to like screen age or like chill on my phone or watch a movie or do something that didn't require my social battery. But you're in college, like that is the prime time to be depleting your social battery. It's the only time you're gonna be around so many people your age, and if you're gonna be wasting it smoking green and laying in your bed watching a movie, it's just like you can do that for the rest of your life. You know? 5, taking advantage of your college resources. So for Berkeley specifically, there's Berkeley Free Pantry. It's basically like a little free grocery store for students who need it. I understand this too, because I was like, I just felt guilty using it, you know? I was like, oh, maybe someone else needs it more than I do, that kind of guilt. No! You're a student. Berkeley has more, or whatever college you go to, has more than enough. They have so much. Like if your school is building $1 million stadiums, you can get some free groceries, okay? Yeah. So take advantage of those resources. Don't feel guilty for getting those resources. You're a student, you're not working, you're trying to figure out who you are. At the same time you're doing classes, at the same time you have to hang out with people, at the same time you have to work out, at the same time you have to maintain your mental health. Get those free groceries, get that free tutoring, get everything that you can. Because also when you're no longer a student, all those student discounts will go away. That little pity look in people's eyes when you tell them that you're a student, it's gone. Yeah, so if you're a student, take advantage of all the perks. All right, number 6. Date around more. If you're in a happy relationship, you can skip this. We're happy for you. But if you were single during college or you're single in college right now, date around more and use dating apps. I know it can be scary. It was scary for me at first. It's scary for my friends, but college is the prime time to date around. Yes, it's gonna be scary at first. You're gonna be cringy. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes. That's gotta happen for you to get better. When I first started dating around, oh my God, just thinking about some of the things I said, like but I've grown from there. There's like so many things I want to touch on that my brain is like going in 6 different directions. I'm trying to think about what to hit first. 1, so when you're on dating apps in college, most of the time the people on the apps are also going to be people from your college. The likelihood that they're like a serial killer or something shrinks significantly because A, they go to your school, 2, they're probably just a normal ass student, 3, they might know someone that you know. It just feels safer because you know what they're doing there and like what they're doing day by day, which is like going to class and like going to school. Versus in the real world, once you're on those dating apps, it could be anyone. Like any random Joe out there. I don't know what Joe is doing on Tuesdays. Like Joe might say he's an accountant, but like, is he really? I don't know. There's just no guarantee. It's just a lot scarier. 2, it's a bunch of people your age who live like probably a block down. It's so convenient. It's like a breeding ground for love. And if not love, fun. I don't think you should date with the intention of finding love. Like, of course, at the end of the day, everyone wants to find love, but you have to understand that college, it's just like, I don't think it's reasonable to go in with the intention of finding love. Of course, you can go in with the intention of like wanting to date or like not wanting to just hook up. But I think if you go in with that expectation of like, oh, I'm trying to find the one, it's gonna be so much harder for you and you're gonna give up faster. And it's just like, you're not gonna find the one right away. And even if you do find the one right away, it's gonna take like a few dates to get to know them. Maybe if you're lucky, the first date is like the best thing ever and then you find the love of your life, woohoo. The probability of that is like, I don't know, sub 10. I totally just made up that stat, but it's a really low likelihood, okay? Make it easier on yourself. Don't have any expectations. See it as just like your training arc. You're figuring out what you're like dating. Allow yourself to be cringy. And if you do things that you regret later, it's okay. As long as you're safe and you're having fun, then do it. Hopefully, break time, my checkpoint. Whenever I do these, I'm probably gonna do a lot of these because I love this. I actually really like this, just sitting here and talking. I don't know if you can tell by like the speed that I'm talking or the way that my thoughts are kind of just like everywhere. When I say things, I kind of completely forget what I just said. So I don't know how long I've been sitting here and I don't know what I've been saying for however long I've been sitting here, but I hope it's good. So number 7, and this branches off of number 6, but let's say you're dating and you do find someone that you really like, do not prioritize them over yourself. This sounds really easy, and maybe for some people this isn't an issue, but for me it is, at least in the beginning. Now it's not because I dated around a lot and I discovered that I did this and I learned from it, but in the beginning, it was so exciting for me that I finally found someone that I liked, right? And most of the time they liked me back, I hope. It's something you always think about, right? It's super exciting, you feel a lot of things, and so everything else that mattered to me, I kind of put on the back burner, and all I could think about was like, oh, this person. And I ended up neglecting or putting away things that I shouldn't have that benefit me because I wanted to be around this person more. And maybe the other person is doing the same thing and it's great. I really advise, especially in college when every day kind of matters, because it's only 4 years in the traditional case. Every day matters, and every day you should be doing at least one thing that benefits you. Yeah, so just make sure that you're not letting that dating fun overtake what you're really at college for, which is yourself. Building yourself, finding yourself, working on yourself. 8, this is like pretty simple. It's just buy and sell shit off of Facebook Market. College is really temporary. It doesn't feel temporary at the time, but it is temporary. The furniture you use, the bed you sleep on, all that shit, when you graduate, it's gone. When I moved out of my most recent apartment, I sold all of my shit in one day. Sorry, here's another checkpoint I've noticed while filming this video. Sometimes I can just say something, right? And I don't have to elaborate, but I just decide to elaborate just for the sake of elaborating. Like, what else can I say about buying and selling things off Facebook Market? It's just cheaper, it's better, just do it. Okay, moving on. 9, don't move into an apartment that doesn't have laundry like somewhere in the building. Oh my God. Oh my God. So junior year, I lived in this complex and it was actually really nice. The rent was really cheap. The room was huge. It had everything except in apartment complex laundry. I had to go to a laundromat. Lord have mercy. That was actually hell on earth. First semester of junior year, didn't have a car, so I would have to lug my laundry down 2 blocks. Mind you, it's actually right here. It's this exact hamper. It's this clear white hamper. So everyone can see what's in my laundry hamper, 1. And then also because I was doing laundry at a laundromat, it's like $3 per cycle. So I'm not gonna be doing laundry until I literally have no room left in my hamper. So that was basically my cardio all of junior fall, was lugging my laundry to the bus stop and then having to lug my laundry hamper onto the bus. So getting to the laundromat is already like some form of initiation, like a task brought to me upon God. And then once I'm there, you can't leave, especially if you live in Berkeley. Like, that's like a good 3 hours, and then you have to bring it back. So that's basically your entire afternoon. It's just such a waste of time. It's okay, I think, to put in a little extra money into your apartment or find an apartment that's a little more expensive if it has in-unit laundry. It's gonna save you so much time, so much grief, so much strife. You're just gonna be a happier person in general. The sky will look bluer. Water will taste clearer. Please just learn from your elders. Get an apartment that has laundry nearby. Yeah, you shouldn't have to leave to do your laundry. And then number 10, not going to class. Hot take. A little hypocritical of me, but let me explain. So of course everyone says this, but college, ultimately, end of the day, is about class. I know. Okay, hold your fire. Yes, like, honestly, like, personal opinion. Okay, if I had to boil, how do I say this? Okay, college as a concept, right? With the future, like, not even in the picture, I would say it's like 20% class, 80% everything else. If we want to talk realistic in like real world, college is about going to class. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you never skip class, because like, 1, that's stupid. Sometimes you can skip class and that's okay. Especially if it's a class that you can get an A in and you don't have to go to class. But if it's a class that you know is tough and it would benefit you to go to class, you should go. You're going to college to get smarter. Take advantage of that. Remind yourself of why you're in college. The reason why I push this, it's not even because of learning, but going to class is a reason to get out of bed. It forces you to get up, to get out of the house. And then once you're out, it's so much easier to want to do other things. I also think class is a really good way to keep in contact with people. A lot of the time when I had a class with a friend, I was a lot closer with that friend that semester just because you're seeing them so often and on such a routine basis, right? So even if you go to class just to yap, that's fine, but you should go. You know, it's okay if you're just going to class and you're passively doing something else, or if you're just on Pinterest the whole time or online shopping the whole time, that's fine. But at least you're there. You got a little bit of sun and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as a student. And again, okay, avid class skipper, I admit it. But I regret skipping a lot of the classes that I did. So I'm just putting it out there. And with that, those are 10 college regrets / lessons that I picked up after going to Berkeley for 4 years. But yeah, I hope that if you're in college, you got something out of this. If you disagree with every point I said, I don't care. That's your experience. All right, to finish it off, I never know how to finish these. And I do feel a little awkward because it's been a while since I've done this. Thank you for watching, even though I'm not exactly the most consistent girl, but I'm working on it. I really like to do this, and I hope at least some of you like to listen. yeah, I have a lot of ideas, but of course ideas are just ideas unless you do something about them. But yeah, this is gonna be the first video that I put out in a really long time, and I'm excited for the future. Thank you for listening to me yap and talk and chat and chitter chatter and see, look, like I'm just saying words. And with that, bye. Fuck, I don't know how to end this. Bye.